Hey YouTube, Doug Wallman. Today I'm going to be unboxing a Midi box. More specifically, it's the cheat sheet here. A Midi Solutions multi-voltage Quadra Thru 1 in 4 out Midi Thru box. It's from Midi Solutions. Midi Solutions multi-voltage Quadra Thru 1 in 4 out Midi Thru box. I got mine through Sweetwater, but you can get it through Amazon. I would have went through Amazon, but I did not notice they had it listed at the time that I ordered, which was last month. So I've been sitting on this for a while. I think there was even used, quote unquote, used versions at either place. I did not notice that though when I ordered mine. So you can only save like, I don't know, $8-9 or something like that. Well, mine cost me $69, so it's a little spendy. Amazon was like $58.95. And I noticed there's a similar product called CME V6 Midi Pro or something, but that one doesn't, as far as I know, that one has to be externally powered, whereas the Midi Solutions version, you don't have to provide external power because it's powered through the MIDI cable. Like most MIDI devices nowadays, the more modern ones will have like a USB way to connect via MIDI, but I have older equipment like the Korg Triton rack. Now I do have this Nord Electro 5D. I know I could have used that as a MIDI controller and just done that USB. Well, why didn't I do that? Because my Korg Triton has more keys, 76 I think versus what is this, 61. So yeah, the Korg Triton has more keys. I admit my setup is not ideal in a lot of ways. I don't know, why don't I just buy like a 88 key Nord stage or something? Well, you've seen their price tag on those, right? Maybe someday. But right now, this suits my taste for what I do with piano, keyboard. So the way I have it set up right now is, sorry, excuse me. I have the MIDI, I've got to think about this. I think I have the MIDI out going from my Korg Triton to the MIDI in of my Korg Triton rack. And then out, not out, but rather the through is going out from the Korg Triton rack to the end of my Focusrite audio interface. And I have to have the Korg Triton rack on, and of course the Korg Triton on for that to work. It was kind of silly. I have a Korg Triton and a Korg Triton rack. But there was no way to include that MIDI chain with the Nord Electro 5D because that one doesn't have a MIDI through. But let's say it did, then I'd have to, of course, have all of this on, I believe, to have any of it work, even if I was just wanting, I don't know. I don't know everything about MIDI, but I experiment and get things to work until it works. But there seemed to be no way to include the Nord in this chain. Of course, I can play it, but I can't play it from like a layered sound from my Korg Triton. So right now that's playing the Norfelt, which is software based, and I've got a pad going, a motion pad on my Korg Triton, and another motion pad on my Korg Triton rack. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. But I wanted to include a fourth layer, which I don't know if that's really a good idea. I think the more layers you have, the more things can go array with mixing and stuff. But, I'm no professional that way. But I try to do my best. You don't necessarily, when you're doing this MIDI setup, you don't necessarily have to layer them. You could like turn one all the way down and have it ready for later. Or you could mute it on your DAW. Whenever you wanted to pull it up, it'd be right there ready to go. So right now my setup works for the most part, except I can't include the the Nord Electro 5D. I can't layer that in. So my solution for that, once again, is the Midi Solutions Multi-Voltage Quadra Thru 1 in 4 out MIDI through box. Now, if you do decide to get one of these, you're probably going to want to get an extra MIDI cable if you're using up, all the ports in this box. You'll probably need an extra MIDI cable because I think essentially you're hooking things up in parallel, sort of kind of like that. But anyway, let me get to the unboxing next and let's check out how this works. Kind of interesting. All right, let's see what we got here. Note once again, this is from Sweetwater. So we should have candy in here. And yes, I did buy another MIDI cable from these guys. There's our Midi Solutions MIDI processor Quadra Thru. I set that off to the side. I think you know the gig with Sweetwater, right? You get candy. But here's our main gig is right here. So I'm curious how this is going to work. Nice. Nothing else, this will save me some trouble. Even if I wasn't using like 4 hardware MIDI devices, it should save me some trouble. All right, so there's my MIDI cable. Let's get on with it. Let's see what's next. Let's hear it for the MIDI. Oh yeah, so I should probably go ahead and read this. Midi Solutions Quadra Thru Multi-Voltage provides 4 MIDI through outputs from 1 MIDI input. Active circuitry corrects any skewing of data present at the input, ensuring accurate output signals. Effectively zero delay, less than 20 microseconds. MIDI indicator LED flashes to indicate the presence of MIDI data. No batteries or wall adapters required. Compatible with 5 volt and 3.3 volt MIDI specifications. It's MIDI powered. Yay! And that wasn't a sarcastic yay. I actually mean it. I don't want to mess around with any more wall warts or any USB type ways of powering things, 5 volts or 3 volts or whatever. It should all be taken care of. So I'm glad for that. That's a real yay. Yay. All right, so I didn't hook it up yet, but let's see if I can widen this angle. Not much. And show you what's going on. There's my handy dandy Korg Triton. I've got all this layers going on, but I can't include my Nord Jesus Culture shimmer pad because it's not layered in with that, although I could play it by itself. Okay, let's connect this. So it's going to take a little reconfiguration. Let's unplug the controller from the Focus, right? No, really though, the Triton Pro went to the Korg Triton rack. So I have to unplug that. So I have to unplug the, it's a little hard to think about. Let me do it. So this cable is the one which is going to the Focusrite. So I think I'm just going to include that as one of the outs. I do believe. Okay, I just plug that in to one of the outs. I got a wide angle going here, but that's what I did. So I'm going to have the out from the cork Triton rack going to one of the ends, which are actually throughs. All these 4 ports are actually throughs. And I'm going to take the Nord Electro. It's going to be going out. I already have an out cable connected to that. The other end just wasn't plugged into anything yet. So far I got 3 of these bad boys plugged in. Okay. So I guess I could actually connect one more if I had one more of anything, but the, how's that work exactly? I'm not sure. I think I think this is maybe where this cable comes in handy. I'm not sure yet. I'm a little confused. Yes, I will need an extra cable. That's the one I bought. So I'm going to untwist this. And we're way back there. Should I just dial it in a little closer? So we're going to go the in. This is in, I guess. Which, that should be going, yes, that should be going out from my Korg Triton Pro, the controller. So out from the Korg Triton, which is essentially a controller, slash, it does have some sounds too. Out from that into this. With any luck, this will work. Everything's working, except no, not everything is working. Give me some time to figure this out. I'll be back. Okay, I got part of it figured out. So what I did is I changed the, so in the back of the Nord Electro 5D, I was using the MIDI out. I changed it from MIDI out to MIDI in, and that seems to work. Because recognize this sound? That's now being played by my Triton Pro, so to speak. But we're still not hearing the Triton rack, but that's because I haven't changed the configuration from out to in. It's kind of confusing because I actually thought it was going to go out to the Midi Solutions, but I guess that's not how it works. So let's change that. I will turn it up and down so you can hear that particular layer. Only thing, am I hearing the actual VST piano now, the software piano? I think I am. Yes, I am. I just have to turn it up a lot to hear it. So let's maybe turn down things to a better level. Test 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's pretty good. I'll just play something real quick. And that's just demonstrating that it can work. If I wanted to, I could somehow mute one of these, either through the volume control switch, and like I could switch to a whirly, for example. I mean, that's something I could do, actually. Let's do that. So here's a whirly, but I don't want to layer that right now. So I'll just turn it all the way down and I'll let the piano play. But when I decide to switch from piano to whirly, I'll have to do some awkward motions because it's not right beside me, but let's see how that works. And I'll leave the pads there. Except, of course, we lost the Jesus Culture shimmer pad because I switched from that to a whirly. To switch to piano, I got to turn that down from the software. Make the switch. I'm going to actually just mute the piano VST. So there's no piano playing now, just the pads. Now let's say I want the whirly. Whoa, that's way too loud. Try to play a little better whirly. Anyway, I was completely messing around. That wasn't a very good demo, but anyway. I need to work on my demo music skills a little, but not bad, just to show you that it can be done. You can layer the sounds, you can mute sounds you don't want to use until later and decide to use it. I think it's kind of cool. So I guess it's a case example of using this MIDI box from Midi Solutions. So thanks for listening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I trust you are forgiving of my demo or lack thereof. I was just totally vamping out and trying to live and let loose. There you go. So let's hear it for the MIDI box. Actually, I went to a certain place to eat, Arby's, and they say, let's hear it for the curls. And I'm like, wow, that is some good marketing. Let's hear it for the curls, referring to the like French fry type curls, curly fries. But anyhow, that's beside the point. I better end this video while I'm ahead. Once again, hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Even with that marketing ploy by Arby's, which was really good, by the way, because I seen it on a t-shirt, I still elected or chose to buy the crinkly fries because, yeah, that's just my preference. Free information for nothing right there. Thank you.